Hi! If you like your Christmas cards to reflect the reason for the season, I believe you're going to like the Christmas card that I've designed. Come and watch as I show you how to make Christian Christmas cards using the Stampin' Up! Night Divine bundle. You can build quite an elaborate nativity scene with the Night Divine dies, but I kept my handmade Christmas card majestic but simple to make. I'm Shelley Godby, and for 22 years, I've been teaching you how to create hand-stamped smiles through my YouTube videos and my Stamping Smiles blog. So even though my handmade Christian Christmas card is easy to make, you may pick up a tip or two. Here's a closer view of the Night Divine stamp set and coordinating Night Divine bundle. And when you order the two of these together using the special bundle item number I've listed right here, you'll save 10% on both. That savings can really add up. And look at the font and of course the greetings, just beautiful. Joy and peace, the Lord is my shepherd. Oh, he shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. This is fabulous. And look, didn't I tell you, you can build quite the nativity scene here. And this is all one with Mary and Joseph, baby, and the shepherd, and one of the kings. And we've got camels and sheep, this and clouds, and of course, the stable. Fabulous, fabulous. So mine's going to be simple to make, but fit for a king, the king. All right, so we're going to start with the die cutting. And for that, I need to grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So I've got my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So what we need to do now is build up what's called a sandwich with the plates to get to the appropriate thickness to cut with a thin metal die. And so we'll start with plate number 1. And all the plates I'm using are included with the purchase of a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And because it is a thin metal die, we need to make it a little bit thicker with a plate number 2. Followed by plate number 3, a cutting plate. And you don't have to memorize that. All of that's printed on here. Let me turn this over. There we go. And now what I have here is some Night of Navy cardstock. I'm going to place that on here. And then our die. And so the rough edge, well, that's the cutting edge. We're going to put that down. So I'm going to place it on here. All right. And I need to finish this with a plate number 3. If you ever get it, if it's not ever thick enough, it'll just go through and nothing will cut or emboss. And if you get it too thick and you can't get it, you back off. So it's hard to mess up. So what I'm going to do, instead of using anything to secure that die on there, I'm just going to place my cutting pad on top and then scroll through. Because if I slid it on, I'm sure I would slide the die too. So there we go. And I want you to see this. It ends up really pretty doggone cool. And so it die cuts it, and then there's even some embossing in there to give the silhouette more detail. Very cool. The die cutting's done. So next we'll cut our cardstock to make our card base. And so I have a full sheet of Night of Navy cardstock, 8.5 by 11. And this time I'm going to have a top fold. So I'm going to cut this in half on the short side. So let's go ahead and pick this up. There we go. And I want to cut it in half. So I'm going to place it at 4 1/4. So here's 4, here's 5. Halfway in between that longest line is the half. Halfway between the whole number and the half is the quarter. We're going to place it on the line, not next to it, and then just follow down visually that we're along this line the whole way, and while butting it up against here. So that squares it off, and then we've got two blades. This light gray, that's a scoring blade. We'll use that in a moment. The darker gray, that's the cutting blade. We're going to pull along there, and like that, we have 2 card bases. So now we need to put a crease in it. And I'm going to get this cutting blade out of my way. because if I just fold this without doing it, it is a crinkly mess. So let's go ahead and pick this up again. So now I want to do this in half, and this is 11 inches long. So we've got 5, 6, and I was just showing you that halfway in between. Well, that's the 1/2 inch mark. So we'll place that on that line. We'll even follow it down along here. This is the arm to pull out to do more. And there's even a mark in there. Very cool. And so we'll take that blade and press on it and put a crease in here so it'll fold without crinkling. So let's go ahead and finish our fold. I line up those 2 edges. Take my bone folder, run it along here, and give it a good crisp fold. Fantastic. Now I'm really excited about what I'm going to show you next. I wanted to create a subtle background for my silhouette card. And I decided to use one of the masks, the decorative mask. These are the 4 square decorative masks. And look at the different backgrounds you can create. Very, very nice. Okay. So I thought this one reminded me of stars. And I love masks. I love the backgrounds you get with them. My problem was holding everything still. And then this is this huge game changer. This is a waffle flower mini stencil mat. I picked this up on Amazon, and after you see it in action, you're probably going to want to have one too. I'll have a link under the video. All right, so I wanted basic white cardstock, and I thought I needed to put it in the corner, and then the mask in the corner. Well, wait a minute. I'm not going to have my decoration where I want. You know, it wouldn't go all the way around. So I thought, well, let's just see. So I placed that where I wanted. Now my mask, that I'm going to put in the corner. And now I will have the design all the way around and even going off the edge for that seamless look. And I thought gold stars would be beautiful. And so wild wheat, fantastic for a gold color. It's just amazing how great this looks. So I picked that up. I'm going to slide that in. And then I have a blending brush. So let's go ahead and get some color on here. Now I don't want to get real heavy. I want it to be a subtle. So let me check my color. Okay, get a little bit of that off. And then I'll just start running over top. And I don't need these to be perfectly uniform. Probably better if they weren't. And then if I get any ink on the silicone, well, you know, that'll just wipe right off. So let's see what we have. I'm so excited. Look at that. It didn't move one little bit. Awesome. I like how they're faded in and out. If you didn't, well, you know, just put down some more color. All right. So we've got that. I'm done with this. So I'm going to pull on that lip while pushing here. Pull that over, flip. And you hear that click as it snapped in place. You want to hear that to make sure that it's closed and doesn't dry out on you. All right, so now what I have is some vellum cardstock. Because I thought, ooh, wait till you see how this all comes together. And what I have is the Knight of Navy. Well, that makes sense, right? The Knight of Navy is our base of our card, and coordinating with that is the classic Knight of Navy Stampin' Pad. There we go. So let's pick it up, slide that over. And I chose the Oh Holy Night. Oh, this font, gorgeous. So we're going to ink this up. Come over here, stamp, straight up and down. Beautiful. All right, I am done with this. So again, push, we'll pull on that. And we know that's closed because we heard that good click. Okay, so the vellum cardstock isn't porous, so this will dry, but not immediately like this did. You know, I could rub this. If I rubbed on here, I'd have a mess. So I have one that I stamped already and set that aside, you know, to let it dry so we can continue. So then we're going to take and put this right on here. And for that, I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. Put my finger where it's opaque. All right. If you preferred, you could use a liquid glue, mini glue dots. I like this. I'm able to get out just a little bit where I want it. Okay. So that is going to go right here on top underneath our Oh Holy Night. That silhouette is just beautiful. So now I need to adhere it to here. And vellum can be tricky because you can see adhesive, but I've got an awesome trick for you. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to use the multi-purpose liquid glue. And there are two ends that brush in for a bigger area. I'm just going to put a small drop in each corner. There we go. And then place it on here. Yeah, that's, I didn't rotate my cardstock. I had that the way I wanted it. Place this on here. There we go. And it dries clear and you won't even see it. Isn't that cool? So this is going to help pull out that color. So now I can turn that over. It is dry. Again, with my Stampin' Seal. An inch in each corner works fantastic for me. And you know, I'll have a link to my blog post with this card with all the measurements so you can duplicate it if you like. And then onto our base. But we've got to use my favorite accessory for that. And that is Stampin' Dimensionals. Instead of just laying it flat, which is fine, but let's see the difference once we pop it up with these. So one in each corner. Hey, these are already coming off for me. How easy is that? These foam adhesive dots. It's just remarkable how a little lift just really is a wow effect on your card. Okay, so when they come off easily like that, you're in great shape. And if it ever you go and it's not coming up real easily, just take your thumbnail, press down, that edge pops up. And then here we go. Center this on our Night of Navy, our Wild Wheat and the Night of Navy. And we have a simple card that's simple to make, that's majestic with the Night Divine bundle. If you'd like to make my handmade Christian Christmas card with the Night Divine bundle, all the supplies are listed below the video and available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. When you place your October 2023 Stampin' Up! Order of $50 or more with me, I'm going to send you one of my Night Divine cards. So get on over now to my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I'm Shelly Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.